When you look at the AFC North, and you know, we still are, 10 days from the 12 days, whatever it is, from the Browns' first game. Who concerns you the most in that division this year?
I'll just speak on two here, but with different concerns. I think the Bengals, the question is going to be, were they that good or did they get that lucky? It doesn't matter. Either way, they still went to the Super Bowl. But the question is there enough there on the defensive side of the ball? You go back to that Chiefs game in the playoffs. The Chiefs basically just, played around and cost themselves 3 points right before halftime. It turns out 3 points that they absolutely desperately needed, and that game would have never gone on as far as it did. So you certainly look at it that way. The moves they make on the offensive line, are they going to be enough to keep Joe Burrow clean? You cannot have that guy get hit like he's been getting hit in his time in Cincinnati. And the other one is Baltimore. Baltimore, for me, it's just different because it just seems without Lamar Jackson being taken care of financially long-term. And it's crazy to say that Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield right now are in the same position as far as their NFL contract. It's just bizarre. We're talking about a former NFL MVP here. It just seems really strange to me that that's not handled yet. And if it's not handled by the time the regular season starts, which is the deadline Lamar Jackson has said, you just wonder how that team is going to function. I mean, when you're a team and you have a former MVP at the quarterback, I think the last thing anybody's concerned about is whether or not the MVP is going to stick around or, whether or not the MVP is taken care of financially. But yet it is the case for the Ravens. They did some nice things. You're getting a lot of guys back off of injury. But I think with that unknown of Lamar Jackson, it certainly for me raises some questions about, how good that team could possibly be.